And I talked about this topic because you talk about students.
Yeah.
When these students come to the lab, you must be looking the technical things. If you can do the experiment, can do the study or not. But just not like that. Like the human part. When you look into, when I talk with your student, what are you looking in and try to find if you have chance?
Yeah. So the first thing I'm looking for is student is, I'm looking for a student who is passionate, is driven, because you can teach that, they're driven or not, right? So this both.
It's not wrong.
Yeah, no, that's a huge problem. I mean, the technology is you can be trained, but you can't teach how driven a student is. And I have my fortune to have a few of the students from Brazil in my lab. Absolutely driven. So driven is number one. Right? If you don't have a passion for science, there's no chance. No chance. And second, when I found this is coming from Brazil, from Asia, particularly Brazil to some extent. Students are not as confident, and they like to listen. They like to. It's hard for them to challenging the authority, right? The culture and the thing they just want to obey, But it's getting better. But what I'm always try to do is cultivate the first thing I'm looking for is, train them to be confident, train them to be, not afraid to speak out, right? Need to be proactive, because then, then they start.
You can do what I need.
Yeah, it's just, you have to have not just the passion, you also have certain, maybe what's the right word? Fearless.
Okay.
You have to be a fearless to become a good scientist. You can't be like, this is my boundary, this is something, I don't understand this. You have to have no fear.
About the future.
What?
My last question is about the future. How you see the future of the chemistry, of biology, on the world? How you see this?
Future is bright, super bright.
Really?
Yeah, I see a completely rechange. With the field is going through a rekindled. It's interesting. A lot of people are jumping in this field. The field has been staggering for a long time, and that's no question. But I think the field is starting to become tremendously getting more interesting. First of all, the word of theranostics. I'm more talking about therapeutic side for the photobiologists. The word of theranostics is when people, all the material science people, everybody jump in to make a new material which is representing brand new class of like photosynthetic, for example. No longer just all the inorganic materials, all the metal materials, and they are starting to come along beautifully. And everybody trying to grow the material into the world of, initially it's on the diagnosed side, now everybody wants to theranostic. So the wild effect of the good field is so many material people, bioengineering people, are not interested in photochemistry. So you will see the field expanding dramatically. New people, new field, new knowledge, bring to completely new blood. So that's what I see. I think that's one of the issues we're staggering for a while. Two, the immunology side. The photoimmune side, if you use the Brian Wilson's term, he wants term with photochemical immune stimulation. People call it photoimmune therapy, but there's a term is so confusing, people using it liberally for everything. But one thing is no denial. I went to the Finland for the IPA meeting in July. Almost half of the conference is on renewal response. Because that, you mean the most important thing is photodiode therapy per se is a local disease control. But when you are starting to have immune, you're talking about moving from transform phototherapy from local disease control into disseminated disease, metastatic disease. Now you're talking about beyond local, right? That's one, getting everybody's, when you have a chance to really stand. The final point I want to say is beyond light, right? If you look at the broad line, what is light? Is light is only opticals? X-ray is light, right? A lot of things are light, right? If you're looking at broad context, the light can be activation of phototherapy is activation molecule by light. If you think this light broader, X-ray is light.
You talk about
So there are so many people are starting working on, can you push the boundary of the beyond the light limit? Now all of a sudden, you don't need a fiber to deliver light. You can using the non-invasive light to do it, right? So beyond light, beyond local, and with all the new material rush to join the photochemistry, photobiology, the future is super. That would be my assessment.
That's great. You really have to listen to that because. So, okay, this is I just have to say thank you. I'm here to Brazil to talk about your job, about your works, your researches, and give your time to us.
Sorry about the rambling, but really glad to talk about this.
Muito bem, gente. Muito obrigado. E que se vê na próxima.
Obrigado.
Obrigado, professor.